Next Week in Wolfeboro is underwritten by the Downtown Grill Cafe. The Downtown Grill Cafe is located at 33 Main Street in beautiful Wolfeboro, New Hampshire, with a fantastic view of Lake Winnipesaukee and Cate Park. Hours of operations are daily from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information about this underwriter, check out the website www.downtowngrill.cafe.
Welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. I'm your host, Kristen Cooper. We're coming to you from the Wolfeboro Community Television studios where we bring your community to view. We say thank you to our friends at the Downtown Grill Cafe for underwriting Next Week in Wolfeboro. It is through the support of underwriters and donors like you that programs like this are possible on Wolfeboro Community Television. If you would like to underwrite a program for Wolfeboro Community Television, please contact our producers at 569-0219. We also want you to let your friends and family from out of town know they can watch this program on Facebook and YouTube. Once they're logged into either Facebook or YouTube, just search for Wolfeboro Community Television and you'll find us on Next Week in Wolfeboro. Alright, let's start right out with a report from the Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Rees is at the train station with a report. We're sending it over to you, Mr. Rees.
Hi and welcome to Next Week in Wolfeboro. My name is Mary. I'm standing outside the Information Center at the Chamber of Commerce office. So we have some things continuing. Can you imagine? It's the first week in October. Oh my goodness, just about. Here we go. So ongoing still every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon starting at 1 right off the Bridge Falls path behind the building here along Back Bay. There is the model yacht racing. It starts at 1 and the people who have built these models would love for you to come down and say hello and just see what they're doing. They have a course in the water. So if you missed that over the summer, there's still time to go down and see them Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the farmers market continues to be held outdoors at the Nick. And that is on Thursdays from 12:30 to 4:30. Again at the Nick, and that's the farmers market. So those are weekly things. Coming up this week, the Haunted Trolley Tour, we mentioned it last time, and it continues through October. What you want to do is just show up right here, again at the Chamber office outside the former railroad station building, and it leaves at 7 o'clock. So don't be late because you'll miss the trolley. And it's, again, a Haunted Trolley Tour, 7 to 8:30, and it leaves from here on the 6th. On the 8th of October, the Wolfeboro Historical Society invites you to its next Vintage Fair. This is an outdoor event at the Clark Museum Complex on South Main Street, and it will run from 11 in the morning until 4. Again, that's October 8th. If you need other information or you have questions about what you heard today, always give us a call here. We'd love to say hi to you. 569-2200. And for now, just that reminder to shop, dine, and have fun in your town. See you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Rees. Here's some other things we'd like to share with you, starting with on Monday, October 3rd, the Kingswood Knights volleyball team has a home game versus Kennett at 5:45 p.m. Go Knights! The Wolfeboro Zoning Board of Adjustments will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 7 p.m. If you'd like to watch this meeting from home, the Zoning Board meeting will be live on Channel 25 and on the WCTV YouTube channel. The GWRSD School Board will be meeting at the town of Brookfield at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, October 4th, the Wolfeboro Public Library provides Toddler Time Story Hour at 10:30 a.m. Advanced sign-ups is recommended. The Kingswood Knights soccer team has an away game versus Allegan at 4 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood Knights field hockey team has an away game versus Pembroke at 4 p.m. Go Knights! The Wolfeboro Planning Board will be meeting at the Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 7 p.m. If you would like to watch the meeting from home, the Planning Board will be broadcasting this meeting live on Channel 25 and on the WCTV YouTube channel. On Wednesday, October 5th, the Kingswood Knights girls soccer team has an away game versus Spalding at 4 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood Knights boys soccer team has a home game versus Spalding at 5:30 p.m. Go Knights! The Kingswood Knights volleyball team has an away game versus Plymouth at 6 p.m. Go Knights! The Wolfeboro Board of Selectmen will be meeting at the Wolfeboro Town Hall upstairs in the Great Hall at 6:30 p.m. If you'd like to watch this meeting from home, the Board of Selectmen meeting will be live on Channel 25 and on the WCTV YouTube channel. On Thursday, October 6th, the Wolfeboro Public Library provides preschool story hour at 10:30 in the morning. Advance sign-ups is recommended. The Wolfeboro area's farmers market is now open every Thursday from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. at the Neck. Also at the farmers market is a library story time featuring garden and farm themed stories. The library will be having the story time every Thursday at 2 p.m. at the Neck. The Kingswood Knights field hockey team has a home game versus Laconia at 7 p.m. Go Knights! Okay, let's send it over to the Parks and Recreation Department. Recreation Director Christine Collins is ready with an update on all things Parks and Rec. We're sending it over to you, Christine Collins.
Thanks, Kristen. Christine Collins here with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and just want to share what we have going on. So I do want to say we had our fall festival, which was Saturday, September 24th. It was amazing. We had partnered with Kingswood Youth Center, so they were doing their chili cook-off. We had baby goats here. We had activities, live music. It was awesome. And so if you missed it, I am so sorry. But just know we are going to have this every year. We've been doing it for quite a few years. It's right around the same time frame. It's like the last weekend in September. So just, it's one of those things you want to be part of. We're trying to make this area where we do our fall festival, we do our summer kickoff. So just, you know, a time to get together and kind of see everyone and just celebrate the seasons, you know. So definitely put that on the schedule for next year. October 1st, we have our Abenaki Cleanup Day. So we do have it on the website. You can register for it. We ask that you do register because we are going to offer lunch, so it would be nice to know how many people are coming. So that is from 8 to 12 at Abenaki Cleanup at Abenaki, and we'll just be, you know, wiping things down, raking things up, cutting things, stacking wood, all kinds of stuff. So if you can help and you want to get back to the community, we would love it. We also have October 1st is usually when we have fall, winter registrations. So we are going to have some of those on our website, and we usually go out with our brochure. So I'm currently working on the brochure. There's still a lot of questions we have answered as we leave that COVID time and get into back to reality. And we have a lot of things changing with the renovation of Pop Whalen, getting Abenaki up and running. So we are going to have some kind of virtual to go out for October 1st. But we are not going to go to print probably closer to the end of October just to solidify everything that we have in there. So we're true to form with the dates that we have, and we can get as much stuff in there for you as possible. So be on the lookout for that. October, we also usually do in October, we have our Halloween skate, but the rink looks like we're planning for January 3rd for an opening. So that is going to change some of our programs that we've had in the past. So that's where we're trying to navigate right now, just because it's different than what it usually is. So that's why we need a little bit more time for what we're doing. We are looking for people to work at Abenaki and Pop Whalen. So if that's something you think you're interested in, definitely apply. There's opportunities to work in the lodge and outside the lodge. Please note, if it is outside the lodge, you typically have to be 18 years old just because of the equipment you're using. Sometimes in the lodge we can have under 18 for concessions and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. And we have hired a new administrative assistant. So on the maintenance, on the administrative side, we're completely full so far. So we're really excited. We have a full staff, so we can start really busting some stuff out. And then we just hired a maintenance foreman on the maintenance side. So we have all those positions full. So we're feeling pretty excited right now just to have everyone in place. And so we're excited to see where we go from here with all that staff we got going on. That's about it for now. We hope to see you soon. Enjoy the fall weather we're having, and we will see you soon. Back to you.
Thank you, Christine Collins. Marianne Murray with Wolfeboro Community Television is filling in for Joyce Davis with a library report. We're sending it over to you, Marianne.
Hi there. This is Marianne Murray, and I'm coming to you from the Wolfeboro Community TV studio. I'm usually behind the camera, but today, and probably for a few weeks, I am going to be filling in for Joyce Davis, our star librarian, who does a marvelous job with this. I can only hope I can measure up. Going to give you a little information about the library. Adult programs, Tech Tuesdays, needing help downloading ebooks and audiobooks, have questions about a new device, stop in on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. to meet with Mike, our IT guy. He'll try to help you with any of your tech-related issues. Appointments strongly encouraged. We have Friday, the classic film series, but by the time you see this, it will be almost on the air at 1 o'clock on Friday, September 30th. But hurry on down and you might catch most of the film. The second Tuesday book discussion group will take place on October 11th at 1 p.m. Still Life by Sarah Winman, an epic novel about a family of friends who make the city of Florence, their home in the mid to late 20th century. Thursday, October 13th, there's a genealogy program at 11:30 in the Bradley Room. It's the Irish Special Interests Group. So if you're Irish, come on down. Friday, October 14th at 11 a.m., seasons ending and beginning early for next year's garden with Kristen Kaiser, Master Gardener. And she is a Master Gardener. I actually have some plants in my garden that she gave me, and they grow beautifully. It's a mystery book chat on Wednesday the 19th of October at 11 o'clock. A Narrow Door by Joanne Harris. This is an electrifying tale of psychological suspense and revenge at an elite grammar school where secrets run deep. Come on down. And on those two book discussion groups, come over to the library and you can pick up the books. They usually have them behind the desk. Genealogy program, Lakes Region Genealogy Interest Group, monthly meeting, Thursday, October 27th. These are some heads up for you at 6:30 p.m. using maps in your family research. In person and via Zoom, call the library for more information. Youth programs, story times. New fall sessions begin October 11th for toddlers, Tuesdays at 10:30. Register in advance online. For preschoolers, Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Again, register in advance online. Art class for ages 7 and up, Wednesday, October 12th at 4 p.m. Each month, they create a new project based on an artist, art style, or theme. Registration is required. Way ahead. We're going right to the end of October, but keeping you posted. Tuesday, October 25th, from 5 to 8 in the library's Bradley Room. Music, candy, spooky games, silly crafts, Halloween movie party starts at 5 p.m. Movie at 6 p.m. Co-sponsors, Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation and the library. Story time at the Wolfeboro Area Farmers Market continues on Thursdays at 2 p.m. as long as the outdoor farmers market is at the Nick. That's all she has for this week. Just a quick reminder that there are lots of passes for free or reduced admission available on your library card. Bedrock Gardens, Castle in the Clouds, Clark House Museum Complex, Courier Museum of Arts, Libby Museum, New Hampshire Boat Museum, New Hampshire Historical Museum, Squam Lakes Natural Science Center, Strawberry Bank, and the Wright Museum. Visit the library or call 569-2428 to reserve your pass. passes. And please call ahead to check and see that these museums are still open, as many of them are seasonal. That's all from the library. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Marianne. Josh Dupre is outside of Calvary Wolfeboro with our next report. We're sending it over to you, Josh.
Hello and welcome to CW Today, where we just take a little time to tell you what's going on here at 43 Mill Street. The weather has cooled off quickly, hasn't it? Boy, it's hitting us quick, and as things wind down and fall approaches, we're going to be out in the tent just a little bit longer. We're hoping to get through the month of October, but with this cool air already settling in, we're not sure how long we're going to be able to be out here, but we're going to try to last the month of October, and we'll be here on Wednesday night, 6 p.m., to continue through what technically is summer. It's not fall yet technically, but our CW Summer Life. And that's Wednesdays at 6 p.m. where we just get together. We share a meal together. We have some fellowship, catch up, and then we've been just going through and talking about what God has taught us as we've gone through the book of Psalms this summer. So if you're here visiting or you'd like to come just check us out, come on down Wednesday night, 6 p.m. You don't have to bring anything. If you can bring something to eat, that's great, but you don't have to. Come down, spend some time with us. We'd love to see you. And then as always, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. is our worship service. That's each Sunday, and we'll be doing that. And soon we'll be transitioning back into the building for that, and our service time won't change. It'll just be inside. So we get together Sunday services 10 a.m. right here, 43 Mill Street. And that's really what's going on and coming up through the rest of summer as we look into fall. And I just want to encourage you. Been reading a lot about a guy named Paul who followed Jesus. And before he met Jesus, he was a really broken guy. He really hated people. He was a murderer. He really struggled through life. And I know how life can hit us hard like that. And there's one thing he did that I thought was really awesome. He asked God, he says, I've got this thorn in my side. And that thorn could be depression. It could be addiction. It could be a lot of different things. It could be pain that others have caused us. But he asked Jesus to remove that. And Jesus said something amazing. He says, my grace is sufficient for you. For my power is made perfect in your weakness. You see, Jesus comes into our lives and he takes everything that's broken about us, everything we don't like about ourselves, and he shines his love on it and he changes us, he transforms us. And I hope that encourages you today, that you find time to be with him today, that you speak to him, you talk to him. Whatever's going on in your life, Jesus has an answer for you, and he can change you. He can change your life into something you never thought it could be. It's happened to me. It's happened to so many. So I hope you find that this week. You find that today. Thank you. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Josh. Father Cole, Deacon Charlie, and Deacon Chris are at the St. Katherine Drexel Catholic Church with a report. We're sending over to you, Father Cole and crew.
Well, hi, everybody. Thanks, Kristen, for having us on here this week at St. Katherine Drexel. Father Bob Cole here with two of our deacons, Deacon Charlie Ferraro and Deacon Chris Conlon. So we're delighted to have three deacons now at our parish, along with Rick Hilton. So it's marvelous. I think it's a great gift for the parish, because if you want to talk to somebody about something personal, you have four choices, which I think is marvelous, because everybody relates to different people differently.
That's a good point, Father.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think so.
And if you don't like one answer, you go to the other guy.
That's it. That's it. You know, so, and I always say about Deacon Chris being a state trooper for 22 years and a county sheriff, nothing is going to shock him.
Probably not.
Probably not. He's heard a lot. He's heard a lot in his lifetime. And both of these gentlemen are married with children and grandchildren. So I think that's a very rich gift for our church, and the same to Deacon Rick. Now, I just want to mention today is the last day of September, the 30th, We're having Eucharistic adoration right now in the church, and every Friday you're welcome to come and pray. It's open after Mass, the 8 o'clock Mass, until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And also the church is open usually Monday through Friday in the morning, so drop down and visit and say some prayers. We'd love to have you. This weekend, October 1st and 2nd, we're having the Mission Co-op. Once a year, we have a visitor who comes to make an appeal for the needs of their mission. And we're having Monsignor Lincoln Dahl, D-A-H-L, from Jackson, Mississippi. And he'll make an appeal for the Diocese of Jackson. And you probably know Jackson has been on the news because for 3 months now the people have had to drink bottled water. They can't drink the regular tap water. The whole infrastructure is in terrible need of repair. So Jackson is in great need. So we're delighted to be able to have him as our visitor this weekend, Father Lincoln Dahl. And then the following weekend, which is Columbus weekend, on Sunday, the 9th of October, after the 10:30 Mass, we're going to bless and dedicate the memorial to James Foley. James Foley, part of the wonderful Foley family, grew up here at St. Cecilia's Parish in Wolfeboro. This is where he went to school, where he graduated from high school, and this is where he was formed in the faith. So it's really fitting to have a remembrance of him and to let us know that we have to continue to form our young people in the faith. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to turn it over to you as deacons. Go right ahead and speak. What's it feel like to be a deacon?
It feels powerful, supernatural, and I'd like to thank God, and I want to pursue His will, wherever that leads me. And I thank all the parishioners, and especially you and the clergy. Thank you. And not to mention my spouse, Lois. She gets top billing for this too, so my children.
And I understand that you have ordered some new vestments.
I am, yeah.
Okay, so hopefully when they arrive, you'll be able to show us.
Yeah. I'll be ready.
How many colors did you get?
I got for each season. I think I have to get the rose. For God's Sunday.
Okay, so you've got 4 colors.
I have 4.
4 coming. Okay, they should be coming soon. Let's hope so. Want you to be well dressed.
Yeah, I'm using Deacon Rick's stuff now.
Okay, all right. Not a bad fit.
Yeah, that's bad.
Charlie.
Well, I want to talk about what it's like to have a new deacon in your parish. I want to let you know how excited we are when we were down at the ordination. It was an absolutely beautiful ceremony. The bishop did a terrific job. But there's a part of the ceremony where they let the existing deacons go up and congratulate the new ones. And it's such a beautiful point in the ceremony because as somebody who's been a deacon now for a number of years, to go up and welcome somebody new, you can see the continuation of our ministry being carried out by the new deacons. And it's just such a grateful thing to be a part of. So we're so excited to have Chris here as our new deacon. And he brings so many new charisms with him and just a whole different perspective. As Father mentions, he's got some experience that is completely different from the other 2 guys that are here. So we're just so excited to have him here. The other thing I want to mention is we have our last 9 and Dine for golf coming up on October 9th, and you should sign up. It's the last one of the season. It's a lot of fun, and of course the challenge is always to see if we can shoot better than Father Cole, because Father Cole has the gift of golf, and we can learn so much from him, not just from our role as a deacon, but from watching him play golf. He's got a terrific swing. And the other thing I want to mention briefly is October's coming up. October is Respect Life Month. Come into our parish and find out about the very many things that we're doing to help people respect life and its value that it brings to our community and to our families.
Thank you, Deacon Charlie. Deacon Chris. So, thanks for having us on. Once again, we have 3 masses this weekend. 4 o'clock on Saturday, preceded by confessions. And then Sunday morning, 8:30 with faith formation following, and then 10:30. So you have 3 choices, and the door is open. Come join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Cole, Deacon Charlie, and Deacon Chris. And thank you for tuning into our weekly program. Remember, there's always something to do in and around Wolfeboro. If you would like to add an event to our program, please contact our producers at 569-0219 or send an email to wctv25@gmail.com. We hope to see you out and about, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week. With clear eyes and full hearts, I'm Kristen Cooper for Wolfeboro Community Television, bringing your community to view.